In this video, I am going to show you how can you set up XAMPP localhost on Windows and how can you use that for running your website on localhost. Now, what is localhost? Technically speaking, localhost is your own computer. Let me explain it in an easy way. Whenever you try to access YouTube through your browser by going to youtube.com, you are connecting to the YouTube server, means an other computer, and getting data from that. But localhost is different. Whenever you try to access your localhost with a browser by going to localhost or 127.0.0.1, which is the default IP assigned to the localhost, you are actually trying to connect with your own computer. If a HTTP server runs on localhost, you can access it through your browser by going to 127.0.0.1 or localhost. Otherwise, you will get nothing on 127.0.0.1. So in this video, I am going to show you how can you run a Apache HTTP server and run your beautiful website on your localhost through XAMPP. XAMPP is a very useful tool for testing a website or for website developments. Now, localhost sometimes can be a certain web server. Stick around to the end of the video to know all the things. Let's download XAMPP at first. So open any browser and go to the web page apachefriends.org/download.html. I will give the link in the description box. So this is the download page of XAMPP. You can download XAMPP according to your operating system. I will download the latest version of XAMPP for Windows, which is version 8.0.11. Let's download it. And it's downloading. Here is the installer of XAMPP I just downloaded. Let's open it. It will bring the setup wizard of XAMPP. Click on next. Check all the options and click on next. Now we have to select the place where we want to install XAMPP. By default it is C/XAMPP. You can go forward, or if you want you can change it by clicking here. I want to change it. I want to install it on my G drive. So I will create a new folder in my G drive and I will name it as XAMPP and select it. Now my XAMPP installation directory is G/XAMPP. Click on next, select your language and click on next. Click on next here, click on next, and finally click on next. This process will take few minutes to complete. Let's wait for some times. It is installed successfully and click on finish. Now I am going to show you how can you use XAMPP enable localhost HTTP server and run web pages on your localhost. Now search for XAMPP here and open the XAMPP control panel. This is the control panel of XAMPP. Here you can manage all the stuffs. There are tools like Apache HTTP server, MySQL for managing database, FileZilla, etc. But in this video, I will be talking about the Apache HTTP server. You can start Apache HTTP server by clicking on the start button here. As you can see, Apache is started on the port 80 and 443. Click here on admin to access the server. This is our Apache HTTP server and this is also our localhost. The localhost or the Apache server is set up properly. As you can see this type of welcome page from XAMPP. You can also access it by simply going to localhost through your browser, or you can use the IP 127.0.0.1, the default IP assigned to your localhost. Let's see how we can run our own websites on localhost. Open your XAMPP control panel. You can find your XAMPP installation directory here. We have to go there. We can simply click here on the Explorer button to go to the installation directory, or you can go to the installation directory manually through the File Explorer. Here you can find a folder named htdocs. Let's open it. You can find some files here. These are the HTML and CSS files of this XAMPP welcome page. If I delete this and reload the localhost server, see, now there is nothing on our localhost. You have to put all your files of your website like the HTML, PHP, CSS and JavaScript files here in this htdocs folder in order to run your website on localhost. I do not have such files right now, so let me create a simple index.html file which will run on localhost. Let's write CyberIcar between a h1 tag, and let's write it is running properly in a h2 tag. Let's save it. And when we reload our localhost, as you can see, it is showing the HTML file I just made and saved in the htdocs folder. Now sometimes you may get this type of not found message in spite of having HTML and PHP files on the htdocs folder. Simply restart Apache to solve the problem. You can add your files of your own websites in the htdocs folder to run it on the localhost, and you can test your website before it goes live. You can also run your PHP files here. Let us check if you can run a PHP file on it. I will keep the same HTML file, but I will just change the extension from HTML to PHP. Let's add some PHP codes. Let me add a echo command here to print a string. This is a PHP code. And after reloading the page, you can see that the PHP code is running on localhost. So in this way, you can run your websites on localhost and you can test them. But localhost can only be accessed by you. How is it if it can be accessed by everybody over the internet? You have not to buy hosting services, right? Well, there are many tools to do that, like ngrok and Loophole, etc. With ngrok, you can get a link which will redirect to your local host, and your own computer will be working as a host. I have already made a video on ngrok. Click here on the left video on the screen and see how can you make your localhost available for everybody. I will also give the link of the video in the description box. Stay tuned and subscribe the channel to get more videos like this. Make sure you subscribe it. It helps a lot.
Microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead.